Welcome to the nightly vid. We're going to keep it short. SPY went hammer day to the upside today with IBM 2-2 reversal to the upside today with Dow Jones 2-2 reversal to the upside today as a simultaneous break. Qs did not go up today, so inside day Qs, tech sector will confirm and negate the market rally. If we go to tech, you'll see XLK inside day. You'll see SMH inside day. So let's start by jumping into the scanner and taking a look at inside bars in the technology sector. And the cool thing is it should be relatively quick. We go current candle of 1, and then we type tech, and boom, here they all are. That was quick. Now we can sort this however you want, but NVIDIA, Hood, MU, the top of the list for volume. You'll see NVIDIA, triangle they out, broadening formation down, and then back up. Oops, my bad. If you go to MU, it hasn't been doing so hot this month. You'll see that last month they had a nice rally in here, which we did point out on Twitter and in the Discord. Now this month, not so much. They do have some exhaustion risk on the week here, making the new lows, and on the day. So maybe, but less interesting for a buy. Hood, triangles layout, slight lower lows, and then inside bar. Still an inside week, and they have not reversed the week since we initially called out Hood down at 48 at 97, actually $102 now. So inside day Hood does get my attention before sorry guys, I just want to get this all typed out. Let's see, cruise lines, industrials, yep. All right. So just to kind of back up what I'm saying there, you're going to see this. So healthcare led pretty good today, with industrials leading pretty good today, with energies leading pretty good today. Some financial leadership, cyclicals, technology, right? 56%. So it's not, I believe, is the weakest sector today. But you can see at this point, right, most of the market going up besides the Qs and stuff. So these are likely to resolve higher tomorrow just because most things are going higher. But we'll see. We'll keep going down the list. IonQ. BMNR. Never heard of it. Meta Toast. Meta is interesting with the reclaim, with the potential to trigger the inside weaken up, and the daily reversal pivot machine gun. So you're going to have this stuff to go after up and left. All right. In the semis/chips, you're going to see NVTS in there, double inside day, which I'm not sure if it's going to show on the scanner or not. Yeah, it's not, but it's one for the radar, so that's why I've got it up. If we keep going down the list of firm, app, Dell, ARM. ARM, it is close to getting the quarter 322 going inside day. And it tends to be a decent mover. You know, as of recent, it's been a little bit more gapping, but we'll throw it in there. Dell app, AAOI. So Dell from our monthly video with the levels of reclaim here, pretty nice move so far. You'll see some slight triangle out on the day down in here, so maybe a 2-1-2 reversal. It's got long red and green bars, which is what we look for, so can't not put it on the list. But let's see, app. Still an inside month. No, thank you. Adobe. How's Adobe gonna recover from the AI? That's my question. It is 2-2 weak. It would reclaim a what previous month's lows. So you got the inside day here to cause the reclaim. It's up to you if you're interested in playing it. I will throw it on the list. In the tech sector. Now we're going to start by ATR just to see if we got any big movers in here. It's like AAOI, Hood, Affirm, RBRK. AAOI is interesting. If we do see tech recover tomorrow, this one could be a puker or it could be a rally off the slight lower low. So we'll throw it in there in the technologies. Onto and Toast. So Toast is 3-2 quarter expansion inside day. Onto is less interesting. A little bit of a chop shop. So we'll put Toast on there. Outside of that, you can select all. See what else we may be working with here. Carvana, McDonald's. So I like Carvana. You got some triangle action to play off of in here, which is what I'm looking for. We just don't have a lot of good broad informations. But inside day PMG potentially could cause an outside week. It is a 2-up on the month at least. Yeah, it looks like it's a 2-up on the month. So we at least do have that to help out. ADP, McDonald's. Let's see. So you see McDonald's a little bit more stuck, less interesting. Amazon, Dick's inside bar at the top of the range, although it does have the weekly and monthly signal in force, so that could cause 3 actionable signals to the upside as an expansion of this range. It is into recent highs though, so high level of defense there. Google, let's see. Google's another one. It's pretty green this month. 3-2-2 this quarter, inside day, closer to the top of its range. We'd prefer it tick down first, but it's going to look something along the lines of this. You can see we had a reclaim in here on the 60. We'd prefer if we can get the reclaim down here first, right? Tick down and then go after it, but we'll see. A lot of stuckage in here. Let's see. Keep going, Verna. Nope. All right. So that covers most of the inside days. We'll see what some of the lower volatility stuff's doing. I know Etsy's in there. That could turn into a really nuts quarterly. They do have earnings coming up too. When is this? Tomorrow morning. We will get that on the Gapper list. If the earnings are positive here, it seems like the last ones weren't that good, but if they are positive, could definitely send this thing really going up into like 150 if we PMG all these guys for sure. Would like to know about that. On. It's a good broadening formation setup with the inside day, so you can see the lower lows. Paired with back through previous range to set up a weekly signal. Also set up a rev strat month going into the end of the month, so that could be a pretty fun one here. DKMG. Now we're starting to get into a lot of nobodies. All right. Let's take a look at our hammers. See what we got here as our 2 down hammers. Microsoft Coin and XPI. Technically, NXPI is not a bad setup because everything's 2 up. It's not my cup of tea. Microsoft. Got the slight triangle out down in here with the hammer. That's what we look for. 506.79. So we can say that's the bottom of the broadening formation. Coin. Slight hammer. What about MicroStrategy? Not so much. Shopify, Roblox. Shopify, backtesting this broadening formation in here with a hammer day. They are going to keep going. Let's see. Yeah, so if they're going to go hit that quarterly magnitude, that hammer would try and cause that to happen after daily triangle layout. We got the broadening formation retest, Roblox. It's been a crazy stock, still not all-time highs, has the hammer day after some slight triangle layout. Not as clean as the last one we had in here, but some slight lower lows. FTNT. The nice rev strat in there, which could re-break the week and month, so it's slightly interesting in here. And it could break the quarter, so daily into weekly into monthly re-break into quarterly reversal, if that works, which could be interesting. Now, as you get later into the month, later into the quarter, these are going to be less likely. You know, we like the day into the week, into the month, into the quarter at the beginning of the month. Get more time to go after it then. But that's what we're seeing as far as hammers are concerned, and I'm just going to keep it to that so we don't waste too much time tonight. Now, as far as shooters, we'll have a lot of utilities. You'll see utilities, a lot of 2 up in red. So we get a 2 up in red or shooter. We can filter by utility sector. 12 names. So CEG's at the top. That's a problem. Uh-oh. So the cool thing is with the strat, you know, if the market's kind of just grinding to the highs, whatever's not going up should be going down pretty fast. So this type of setup is definitely what I'm looking for here. So CEG got nice broadening formation, nice triangle to play with. VST. You see as well a little bit of a broadening formation here to mess around with. Let's see NRG. Not quite as good of a broadening formation. You'll see they're not quite off the top of the range, but they're off, you know, the top 90% of it. So maybe this starts kicking into the downside. We'll have to see. They do have earnings coming up and dividend. You say AEE with the 2 up in red. Maybe rip them all the way back through. These guys aren't looking too hot. ETR. Similarly, to new highs. And you, sorry. You might look at a chart like this and say, like, well, there's no way this is coming back, right? But that's what everyone thinks. So, like, when you look at this chart, you see it's like it's gone all the way up, and you're like, no way that's coming back, right? And then you get this signal, and then So they're coming back. So you got to be aware when you are into new highs, right? And that's why we're looking at it. A good example of that is from today, Ripple. Intraday, we're like, hey, Ripple just went inside day down, PMG. Good spot to reduce if you're going to be reducing. And it drops 10% or almost actually 11% from the signal. And this occurred where? New all-time highs, right? So it gets up there. Everyone's like, there's no way it's coming back, right? Same guys up here thought that. They're like, nah, there's no way it's going back all the way to 192, right? And then it goes all the way down there. And then it does it again, and then it goes. So we just got to make sure we understand that when we're looking at all these utility charts. And that's not even to say these guys are going to be turning around, but just so you understand why they're on the list. You'll see XEL, so, you know, we can throw a lot of names in there. We could throw 2 names in there. We'd be right either way. So throw some of the extras. NRG, VST. Put VST in there. Now, the one thing I did want to add in here. You can see actually the same thing's happening in silver right now. So when you look at the day, you'll see new high, then the reversal, and, you know, maybe it goes a lot further, maybe it doesn't, but same exact deal, right? Now, that being said, there's not too much else to add here. Flash you guys the whole list like so. So this is going to be what you've got going into Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And we'll see what else we got. You know, it's a lot of gappers, that stuff going on, looking for intraday simultaneous breaks as we do. But that's all I've got. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning if you're in Stat, and if you're not, go and check us out, stratalerts.ai.